Got another codex entry. Wow, loads of EXP on this ship. Hello,
Your
Tally.
ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Normally they're not. This we'll go with this ship's special rather than saying normally we can't build things like this.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
That's not why you're here. No, that'd be cruel.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
300 years ago.
I
Wow.
can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly.
Mostly.
We've tried to
wow.
make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Okay, let's find out a little bit about the pilgrimage.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Take care, Gravelord Nico. Thanks for joining the stream for a bit, mate. Do they always accept?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey.
Sounds like quite a beautiful tradition,
we also
honestly.
receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer.
Makes sense.
Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
The Geth.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Tell us, Tally. Story time with Tally.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Why did they turn on you? I don't need you to tell me what a neural
What made
network
them
is.
rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Well, yeah, kinda.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Serves you right. That's a bit harsh, but yeah, they just defended themselves,
It's hard
really.
to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
That's true, because Saren hasn't been killed.
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this.
I don't know if
They're
that's
the
a
enemy.
real
They
conclusion
want
to draw.
destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
This smacks a little bit of hubris, honestly. Wow. I believe Midna was not happy about this discussion. She did not feel that it was right. Nali, however, is just snoozing. She's more than happy. She thinks this is completely normal.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Like what?
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
The Conclave?
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives.
Fair
But
enough.
in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that
That's
served us
actually
well.
quite a
In nearly
clever way
3
of doing it.
centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Having that sort of executive veto, but attaching it to a condition that once used, everyone has to resign their post and a new Admiralty Board being elected, that does put a fairly strong deterrent against abuse of that power. Okay, that's
I
everything.
should go.
It is time for us to go and do missions. Take care, Tally. Thank you for the chat. It was very, very informative. Depth of field change. Lies. Bloody lifts. Also lies. Take care, Nebula Bomb. Thanks for joining the stream for a bit. Right. I need to go up the stairs. We need to be on our way. There are missions to do. Quests, if you will. Ow. I was expecting it to open for me. The captain of the Normandy just ran face first into a door. Don't worry, everyone. It's normal. Okay, there's nothing in here, I don't think. We'll quickly wander around, see if there's any codex entries. There we are. Okay, later on we'll read all of these, or at least some of them, but not now. I want to get out there, do galaxy stuff. Can I interact? Can I talk with you? No? Galaxy stuff? There we go. Yes? Maybe? What? What? I wish to use galaxy stuff. Got there. Aha! Found you! Special secret hidden pixel. Right click to zoom out, left click to zoom in, select the destination and scan or land on a planet. The Citadel, supposedly constructed by the long-extinct Proteans, this colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation and is a comfortable 1.02 standard Gs on the wards and a light 0.3 standard Gs on the Presidium ring. Total length 44.7 kilometers, diameter 12.8 kilometers, population 13.2 million, not including the keepers, and gross weight 0.11 billion metric tons. Quite a heavy thing, that. Okay, where are we off to? Can I zoom out? Yes. Are there other places I can go? Zoom out more. Aha! Okay. Now we're going to have some places to go to. Oh my lord, so many. I'm going to guess that the ones that have been highlighted are ones where we've got quests. We're going to go to Liara's dig site. Artemis Tau. We're going to go and see if we can meet Dr. Tsoni. No idea where we have to go. Is there a way for me to find out first? Let's just quickly check out our journal. Find Liara Tsoni, go to Artemis Tau, explore the Uncharted Worlds. Oh, okay, we've just got to explore them. Very well. We shall do this. Oh. I've apparently got to wake up Nightbot. I do apologize, everyone. Let me just quickly get that going. I never forget to wake up Nightbot. I just live in hope that I won't need to. Increasingly, I am disappointed when Leafin demands that Nightbot be turned on. There we go. Nightbot should be joining. Right. Back to this Artemis Tau. There we go. Right, well, we'll start at Sparta. May as well. Ooh, nice old cutscene. Okay. No particular idea where we need to go. We'll start in the middle and work our way out. Okay. Is a dwarf planet... sorry. Tremere is a dwarf planet composed of a light magnesium silicate with a deposit of aluminum. Its surface is covered by wide swaths of ancient dark basaltic lava, possibly indicating the world was created through an impact with some other body in the system. Tremere's magnetic field is non-existent. This makes it impossible for ships to dump drive charge from orbit. That said, Tremere's minuscule gravity allows even cruiser-sized vessels to land safely for direct grounding. Very well. So we don't need to go there. Next one would be you. Aeolus.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Very well. Aeolus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Aeolus' surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive, dust-choked winds. Aeolus' orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant Ontamalka. Due to high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. Orbital period 2.7 Earth years, radius blah 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 blah. Let us land! Okay, well, I think... Garrus, you're coming along. Also... Rex, you're coming along as well. Can I select another? No. Only ever 3. Very well, accept squad. Let's get down there. That is a rather awesome way to land on a planet. Just drop the car out of the back. It'll be fine. Well, we've got a map. We do. Got a distress signal, an anomaly, and debris. Well, let's go to the distress signal first. Ah, the Mako drives rather awesomely. If only my cruisers on Robocraft drove like this, it would be glorious. Something just land right behind me. Whee. Oh my lord. I think not. On the move. Where are you, scoundrel? Okay, out of range. Where are you? Okay. Strip you down a little bit. Mobility is key, I feel. Oh, that was a terrible shot. That was not a terrible shot, however. 1 or 2 more hits and we should have it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Looks like it's actually going to try and attack. Oh. Sorry, gun. There we go. Nice chunk of EXP and some money as well. Hello? Can I disembark? Ah, there we are. Q. Wow, I remember a lot from the last time I played this. My goodness.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Scoundrels! Who would do such a thing? Can I shut it down?
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
Oh, this was one of our quests! Fantastic! Missing Marines. Speak to Kahoku. You found the dead bodies of the men who served under Admiral Kahoku. Return to the Citadel Tower and inform the Admiral of their fate. Well, it is sad, but... There was something else in the journal there, though. Shells the Gambler. Speak to Shells. No. It's okay. I'm good, thanks. Well, that is an awesome tank-looking thing. I like it. Use the stand mover keys to drive. Spacebar triggers the Mako's jump jet. N returns you to the Normandy from an uncharted world. Right mouse button fires the Mako's cannon. Left mouse button fires his machine gun. Use shift to zoom in for a better view. That would have been useful to know prior to having me fight a Thresher more. Okay, got an anomaly over in this direction. Let's see how these jump jets handle. Whoosh! Okay, not... They are very much jump jets, not actually meant for taking flight. Got something over there. That is the distress signal. We definitely need to keep going in this direction, though, to find the anomaly. Hello, D. Smith. Ooh, okay. That was a bit awkward. I guess that big old red part over there is where I'm not allowed to go. Apparently I ran over a corpse. Well, I mean, you know, the Mako has very good suspension. I doubt it actually harmed the corpse at all. Also, even if it did push the corpse into the ground, it's effectively a burial. Not the most respectable sort. I agree. I'll do better next time. I apologize, corpse, of the person I didn't know. There we go. Mummified Solarian. Recover artifact. Oh, okay. ID tag recovered. You found Captain Millen's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. Ooh, area map. Journal. Should I uncover more? Let's go and have a look at our journal. Signs of battle. Found a Solarian artifact. You found a Solarian artifact. Keep looking for more. Okay, we've got one of 3 Solarian ID tags, and we're going to have 10 League medallions. Very well. I'm not going to worry about updating my squad right now. I'll do that later on, when I actually have a little bit more points to spend. This will roughly take us to the last location we want to be. Hey. Let's see if I can find a nice ridge to jump off of and use my jump jets to give myself some airtime. Oh. This landscape is depressingly flat. Damn it. For some reason, though, I really do find driving the Mako remarkably satisfying. There we are. Hello. Electronic skill. What? Got no points to spend. Scallywags! Ah, it's gonna rankle me. Someone, remember! Remember to remind me. Come back to this planet and get that probe. I think my electronic skill is too low. Which planet was it? We need to make a notebook of all the planets I need to come back to. I don't have a notebook to hand, so I'm going to rely on someone else to write this down for me. I've got a pen. Have I got like an envelope? Yes, I do have an envelope. Haha! Makeshift notebook is a go. There we go. Need higher electronics and then come back to Daedalus. Very well. Right, the next one is Altair. Altair is an unusually large terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of methane and ammonia. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of sandstone and other sedimentary rocks with deposits of iron and chlorides. Judging by the sedimentary composition of the crust, it appears that Altair once possessed an atmosphere thick enough to support some form of liquid. What cataclysm stripped the atmosphere and left the planet to freeze is not currently known. Very well. On to Malka. Oh, I can survey this one. Malka is a large hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in the atmosphere. Its massive gravity well tugs many asteroids from the outer belt inwards, past the orbit of Altair and Daedalus, and eventually settle into the inner belt. Malka's orbit is congested with hundreds of captured moons. Most last only a few thousand years before being ejected, dragging down into the atmosphere or ripping apart by tidal forces and added to the gas giant's immense rings. Attempting to navigate this chaotic environment is hazardous at best. Ships without military-grade kinetic barriers are likely to suffer catastrophic impacts. Survey! Gas deposit surveyed. Scans from orbit have detected large concentrations of hydrogen. Alright. And finally, Alsagus. Small distant Alsagus is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of methane and argon. The surface is composed of water and ice and calcium with occasional deposits of light metals. During the Alliance's pirate suppression campaign in the 2160s, the Batarian Alum Ranpera was caught with his frigate Teneron grounded on Alsagus for dry discharge. When challenged by the cruiser Hyderabad, Ranpera refused to surrender. The Teneron was destroyed, attempted to take off. The debris is strewn across the southern hemisphere. Rare element surveyed. Scans from orbit have detected small deposit of plutonium. Very well. Well, that's this system done, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we've checked them all. Let me just double check that there wasn't a survey option here. No. Okay. I could try it with Tali, is there? Sure. I'll take Tali with me, but does Tali's electronic skill benefit me? If so, then yeah, sure, I'll bring along Tali and Garrus. Tech strength is fairly high at that point. Worth checking out, I suppose. Yes, let's go. We'll just jump down there and see what we can do. Right, just as a heads up, everyone who's asking me questions about other games, I will be happy to answer them and just have a bit of a chat on the first tea break, but whilst I'm playing, I will probably not be getting distracted by talk about what other games I'm doing and yada yada yada. So keep those questions for the tea break and we will have a little bit of a chat. There we go. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain, coming round the mountain, coming round the mountain when she comes. Ah. Whee! Now, Tally, if you, me, and Garrus can't work this doohickey now, I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm going to be mad at Isdar for suggesting it. You scallywag. Electronic skill too low. Tally, can I have you?
I'm right here.
Can you? Oh dear. What? 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 Can I? Oh. Tally. Can I get Tally to use some sort of electronic doohickeries? No, I don't think so. Unfortunately. Oh well. It was worth a try, I suppose. Right, we're going to go off and check another star, see if we can't find something of interest.